Hey everybody, welcome to Get Busy Watching! I'm your host, Honest Dan. Let's talk movies. Welcome to part 1 of my rapid fire for all the movies that I saw in March. Let's get started. A biopic about the first female wrestler, Millie Burke, and her rise to becoming one of the most prolific female athletes from the 30s to the 50s. God damn it. I really wanted to like it because of Emily Bett Rickards, but jeez, the writing hurts. Especially in the beginning, where it really hits you over the head with how strong and pretty Millie was, and how proud she was doing what she did while being a single mother. There's a lot of that modern feminist dialogue and mannerisms that I doubt any man would have allowed back then, and that women weren't truly this bullheaded about how they got what they wanted. It's such a shame too, because the acting is so damn good. Rickards carries the film so well, Josh Lucas is despicable, and other standout talents are Walton Goggins, Deborah Ann Wall, and Francesca Eastwood, but none of them save the wasted potential this had. There's some inaccuracies as well, so I'm very cold about this. Save it for a streaming platform, I say. My honest rating for Queen of the Ring, a 3 out of 5.
Mom, all the tickets you two ever sold had your name on them, not his.
Plankton's inconsideration toward his computer wife Karen causes her to lose her temper and decides to conquer the world without him. Definitely the worst SpongeBob movie that I've seen, but hardly the worst SpongeBob thing. It's hard to compete with the gross-out zany comedy of modern SpongeBob that most old guard like myself reject. So I'm grateful that this doesn't do any of that. Having said that, what comedy is here falls wildly short for adults. Nothing lands. To make matters more frustrating, this entire story is a 90-minute rehash of the episode Fools in April, right down to Plankton being literally, physically incapable of saying sorry like Squidward did. If you remember that episode, then I just saved you 90 minutes from watching this thing. That episode is nearly 1/10 of this movie's runtime, but 10 times more entertaining. I'm a fan of old school SpongeBob, so this wasn't made for me. Hopefully the kids like it though. My honest rating for Plankton the movie, a 2 out of 5.
Let's get you two back together.
And to help me.
In an alternate 1990s, after a war between humans and robots, a teen girl finds a robot with her dead brother's mind and sets out to find his real body. It's a Netflix blockbuster. There's some good things in here, but not enough to make it good. I appreciate the aesthetic. Retro, futuristic, 90s robots given sentient life somehow. They do look pretty good. No joke, these robots are probably some of the most unique I've ever seen. While I'm usually not a fan of Millie Bobby Brown, I do think this is one of the few roles that I liked her in. And it's always a pleasure to see Woody Norman getting work. However, while I'm usually a fan of Chris Pratt, I think his Star-Lord shtick is running stale. The plot itself is fine, if not predictable and utterly forgettable. The pacing is really slow, and despite the talents from the impressively large, star-studded cast, no one stands out. It's boring and not really worth checking out. It's just Netflix flexing on who they can afford. My honest rating for The Electric State, a weak 3 out of 5.
I am not dying to Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch!
I actually like this song.
Michael Fassbender is informed that his wife Cate Blanchett might be a traitor to British intelligence. It's boring. I can barely keep up with these types of movies on the best of days, but still. The basic idea is intriguing. Two married spies, the wife might be an enemy. It certainly has a more dramatic Mr. and Mrs. Smith quality to it. And giving props, the acting from the two leads is stupendous as always from Fassbender and Blanchett. And Jesus Christ, Kate, it's called aging. How are you still so damn hot? There's a few lines and moments that get a laugh out of me, but there's so few and far between. At times, it feels less like a spy thriller and more like a soap opera for how much focus is put on the characters and their interpersonal relationships. Everyone's cheating on someone. Everyone secretly hates each other. Oh my god, I get it. The star power doesn't really save it for me. I say skip it from theaters, but check it out on streaming if you're that curious. My honest rating for Black Bag, a 3 out of 5.
Is it true no one can lie to you?
I don't like liars.
A witch hires a lone gunman to escort her through the hostile wasteland, called the Lost Lands, to hunt down a shapeshifter for her own needs. Hello? Yes, I'll see if it's here. Lost Lands, the late 2000s is wondering where you are. This feels like a movie that should have come out after the craze that was 300. It sure has that style of very obvious green screen effects and stylized action sequences. Not gonna lie, there was a level of comfort in it. I miss schlocky films like that. I'll never be able to hate on Mila Jovovich, I just find her so entertaining, and it tickles me that in this hellscape world that one of the dominant powers is religion, headed by a dude called the Patriarch. And the ruler of the land is a queen who hates the Patriarch. Oh, go on! Beyond that, Jovovich and Bautista clock in, fight obviously CGI monsters, and do an okay job at it. No, it wants to stay here. Look, nobody's paying attention to it, it's not hurting anybody, it's okay. My honest rating for In the Lost Lands, a strong 3 out of 5.
Friends of yours?
I don't have many friends.
Me neither.
A rich girl hires a middle-class boy to be her boyfriend to maintain her social standing after a falling out with her friends. Wow. This was something. Just when I thought it couldn't get worse, it delightfully does. This movie is literally trying to be all the high school movies that have ever been made, bouncing from one story arc to another that I genuinely couldn't tell if the pacing was too fast or too slow. 1 minute, it's a silly teen comedy about an unlikable rich girl maintaining her friendships. Then it's about saving her parents' marriage. Then it's about the actual romance. Then it's about a debate competition. Then it's about growing up and going to college. Like, what is this, man? I was almost cracking up at each new storyline. It's sad because I think the two leads have talent. But if these are the movies they're getting cast in, yeesh, not looking good for them. It's all over the place. It sucks a fat one, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't find some ironic entertainment value. My honest rating for NADAANIYAN, a strong 3 out of 5.
और प्यार के लिए कोई जगह है क्या?
Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. Hit that like or dislike button. All engagement is welcomed. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. And as always, have a great day, stay safe and healthy out there, and hope to see you soon.